Hey, you ready to see my crappy rising sun strategy? On my crappy strategy, I'm going to be showing you guys the strategies I like to use when I play my games. Sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. Probably more often than not I don't. But in this one, I'm going to show you guys my crappy rising sun strategy. I've been having a lot of fun doing it, and it utilizes virtues, and I'm going to be using the Sun Clan mostly for access to some of the lucky gods, but you'll see why I do it. Let's check it out. Now this strategy I'm going to be showing you is going to be a virtue synergistic strategy. It's going to utilize a lot of virtues, and I found the best clan for that is going to be the Sun Clan. And I'll show you why later, but it's for a specific monster, and I find that its clan ability actually works really well for this strategy also. But if you don't have that expansion, you can adapt this for the Bonsai clan and it would work out pretty well also. And for this demo, I'm going to be showing you the gate set of season cards, but really you can use any set of cards for this or to play out this strategy. The basic cards that you use in every single game will be used heavily in this strategy anyways. So the cards that you're going to get from every single game are going to be the heaviest ones used in this strategy anyways. Now the reason I like to use the Sun Clan is because it gives you access to the specific monsters that are available. And because this is a virtue synergistic strategy, you're going to want to buy Jurōjin as soon as you can. The reason you want to grab him so quickly is because not only does he count as a virtue card, but every time you buy another virtue card, he's going to give you 3 gold in return. So from there, you're going to want to buy every virtue card that you can for the rest of the game, pretty much, with a couple exceptions. You're going to see in the summer and spring seasons why you want so many virtue cards, but another big deal with this is that you're going to be netting quite a bit of gold to give you quite some combat advantages throughout the game. Now when you get to summer, a card that you're definitely going to want to buy straight up is Way of Bushido. That's going to give you 2 gold and 2 points per different virtue you have. So if you have Benevolence and Righteousness and Jurōjin in summer, that's going to get you 6 coins and 6 points right off the bat. But you're also going to be buying up even more virtue cards during summer whenever you can. This is a big deal for this strategy. You're going to want to get that as soon as you can, because if people get to realizing what strategy you're taking, they're going to hate draft that from you, and you're going to miss out on a lot of gold and a lot of points from it. Now in the summer, there's only a couple cards that you're going to want to totally focus on, and you're going to want to get them at any cost possible, and that's going to be the 2 Form of the Phoenix. That's going to grant you 3 points for each virtue you have, and if you have this going just right throughout the game, you're going to have a lot of them. And another major part of this strategy, if the god is on the board, is going to be Jurōjin. And that god is going to allow you to purchase another season card at every worship phase that you have the most force on him. So, like I said, the first thing you're going to want to do if possible, if not right out of the bat, is train and pick up Jurōjin. From then, you're going to want to focus on getting every single virtue card from then on out. Now the next couple mandates probably won't be train, but hopefully there'll at least be 1 recruit coming up. That way you can get one of your Shinto up to Jurōjin. Then whatever else comes up and you hit the worship phase, you can use your Jurōjin to purchase some more virtues. And whenever you buy a virtue, Boom. 3 gold from Jurōjin. Then other stuff's going to come up. And another worship phase for Jurōjin. Buy yourself another virtue. And then net yourself another few coins from Jurōjin. Another reason I like the Sun Clan is it helps you do bare minimums. That way if other people come up to Jurōjin, you're going to try to always have the most honor, and every time you win a tie, you're going to steal a point and a gold from that person and add them to yours. Hopefully another train comes up in the first season and you can get that, and hopefully you'll still have control of Jurōjin at the end of the season and you can get another virtue, and that'll end up getting you an extra 3 coins by the end of the season also. Then at the end of the season you're going to have all this extra gold that you netted from Jurōjin, and you're going to be able to do some pretty interesting stuff during the war phase. Just like in spring, in summer you're going to want to get your Shintos up to Jurōjin as fast as possible. And whenever that first train mandate comes out, you're going to want to hop all over Way of Bushido. And this is going to be how you're going to get so much power in the war phase, and you're going to get a ton of points from this card. Then it's going to be business as usual. Whenever you get to the worship phase, you're going to want to always make sure you have control of that Jurōjin so you can get your Jurōjin online. So just go ahead and grab the cheapest one you want and net your 3 coins from Jurōjin. And however the game plays from then on out, you're always going to keep getting more and more cards from Jurōjin, even if people are trying to block you there. And every time you buy another virtue, you're just going to keep getting more and more coins back. This guy's free. That's 3 free coins for you to use in war. That cost 1 whenever you can buy it with train mandates or with Jurōjin. Now once this hits the war phase, as you can see, this Way of Bushido gain 2 gold and 2 points per different virtue you have. So you got a justice, a respect, a benevolence, a righteousness, and Jurōjin. That's going to give you 10 gold and 10 points at the end of the second season. And just by having those, you're going to be guaranteed to get another 10 points at the end of the third season. That's a lot of points for this game. The track only goes to 50. This card alone is going to get you probably 20 alone. Now, whenever that first train card comes out, you're going to want to pick up the Form of the Phoenix ASAP. That way it prevents your opponents from hate drafting that card away from you. This card is going to net you 3 points for each different virtue you have. So at this moment you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different virtues, and that's going to get you 15 points. And if you can get another Form of the Phoenix, boom. That's going to be 30 points in this age alone. It's going to be unlikely that you're going to be able to get both of them, but hopefully you'll be able to somehow pull a fast one. Maybe you might want to focus on Jurōjin just to get those 2. If you can get both of these and Way of Bushido with all these other virtues, I'd be surprised if anybody could beat you. So without your Jurōjin netting you points, maybe you'll want to pick up Ebisu. He's free during a training action. Or you'll just want to get some people on the board and just get some ward tokens throughout this age. But at the end of the game, you're going to get tons of points from Way of Bushido and Form of the Phoenix. That's my crappy Rising Sun strategy. Well, there you have it. That's my crappy Rising Sun virtue strategy. I really like using the Sun clan for this. If you are able to use that clan, it is amazing because it gives you access to that Jurōjin god monster. And it is going to net you all kinds of gold every time you buy a different virtue. So not only is that going to give you more gold to purchase more virtues, it's going to give you more gold to spend during the war phase. And you have to pick and choose your battles wisely with this clan, because your board presence throughout the first couple seasons isn't going to be that great, because you're going to be focusing more on just buying the cards. But that gold is going to give you a pretty good advantage during that war phase, so you can actually pretty much just pick which wars you're going to win anyways. Other than that, that Way of Bushido card is going to net you tons of gold and tons of points throughout the second and third season. And the Form of the Phoenix is going to get you quite a bit of points as well. If you can get that Way of Bushido, Form of the Phoenix with a handful of virtue cards, it's going to be hard to beat you anyways. Now, like I said, you can try this strategy with the Bonsai clan. They're going to allow you to buy stuff for cheap or free throughout the whole game. I haven't done that strategy personally myself. I've heard of people doing it, but I imagine you're going to want to focus more on getting some more gold throughout the game. That way you can focus on buying the virtues and having gold for war. Maybe focus a little bit more on board presence also. But Sun Clan's my favorite. Let me know what your Rising Sun strategy is. Maybe you'll teach me a better one. Maybe you'll teach me a worse one. That is even more fun. But until next time, have fun, everybody.